Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. It's been a while, and I have over 100 pages of collage to update you with in my art journals. We have the Square, Archer, and Olive. We have the Magic of I notebook that I have been collaging in. And we have this tiny little guy, which I just got recently, and we're going to start with him. So this was, I believe, from Five Below. And it's just a cute, plain little sketchbook. The best thing about it by far is this sticker on the front, Anakin/Darth Vader. This is drawn by Maya, who I will link in the description. Amazing tattoo artist. The thing that I don't like about this sketchbook is that it just refuses to lay flat. It refuses to stay open, even remotely, which is really hard for collage and laying out pages. But I have been just kind of pushing through. I even have like a metal clip that I've been trying to use to keep it open, and it doesn't really work. Like, this very much does not want to stay open, but it's been working out okay so far. This book is very much stream of consciousness collaging. Recently, I have been digging deep into my collage clipping bins to find the stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, that I haven't used for whatever reason, no matter how small the piece is. So having a book going that is this size is really useful, because some of these pieces are tiny, but they're too good to get rid of. So having the small canvas is kind of a must. And I'll say some of these pieces that you're seeing on these pages have been in my collection for a really long time. So seeing them finally put to use is kind of like a huge relief in a way. And it's just nice. So I do like the book. I like the size, despite the fact that it just absolutely refuses to stay open and makes my life kind of difficult. It's still good. And these two pages are probably my favorite. I love the pink and white and how the green kind of stands out against it. Yeah, I'm obsessed with those two pages. But so far, this is what we've got. That's the last page. This is going to finish up pretty quickly. I would definitely say expect to see it again soon. And of course, again, the sticker on the front is the best part. Now, the Magic of I notebook, which I have been collaging and doodling in for some time now. You have seen this book on the channel. We're just going to go from the new pages. So there's a ton of pages before this that we've seen. We've made some together. And now we're moving forward to just the newest stuff that YouTube has not seen yet. And I've had a ton of fun in this book. Again, it's like having this different size in the mix is really helpful. I've been doodling really incessantly in this book as well. Sometimes if I just am in the mood to doodle or to draw, this is the book I go to, and I'll just like flip forward to a blank page. I try to kind of space them out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. These also are a lot of pages that are using only two pieces. So you might recognize some of them from that video where we were trying to make collage with just two pieces, which is deceptively easy and deceptively effective. Now, these two pages, I don't know what to say. I took a photo that was in Vogue or whatever of Kendall Jenner ? Holding a rock over her head, and it was like a photo shoot, and I cut it into tiny little squares and I reassembled it. I don't know. It looks kind of weird, but at the time it felt right. These two pages we made together here on the channel. That was the Severance art on the right. I don't know. I'm getting kind of weird in this book, but I had this photo of Jenna Ortega that I wanted to cut into these like tiny strips, but it didn't fit on a page. So I actually just cut the page smaller, and I added those letters on the far right so that they would still show whether the page was flipped or not. That was really fun. I think I have to adventure more with like cutting the pages within the art journals, because I always get nervous to do that, but it can be really effective. And sometimes you have like the perfect piece, but the size of the page just is not right. And the only way you can make it work is by cutting the page a little smaller, and I'm in full support of that. I do really love what's happening on some of these pages. I love the colors in this page on the right. So beautiful, the browns and golds, and that jacket is gorgeous. I also took this picture, drew a little bit of lettering on with Sharpie. I don't know how effective that was. This is a very weird thing that I did. Sometimes I'm a little elevated when I work in this book, if you know what I mean. And so sometimes, I hope you know what I mean. So sometimes these pages get a little weird. This moth was actually from a tattoo coloring book that I got ages ago. And I could not cut the antennas because they were so small, so I drew new ones. That's always one of my... I love butterflies. I love cutting out butterflies, but the antenna I can never cut them out. So I always just end up either cutting them off completely or drawing new ones. Here's another half page I cut. It turned out perfectly with those two pictures. It was just a really good size. And again, some of this stuff has been in my collection. That trophy right there on that page or whatever it is, I have had that for minimum 7 years. So it's really nice. It's so nice to see this stuff getting used. I feel like as I get a little bit weirder and more abstract with my art, I'm able to use more of the pieces in my collection. Love it. This page, I just wanted to draw little tiny shapes and color them in. And it was really fun, actually. I can see myself doing that again soon. And you can kind of tell, I don't know, maybe you can't tell, but I can tell. I'm getting closer to the end of this book. So the collage is getting like a little, I don't know, maybe lazier or something. Because I just want to finish this book at this point. Like, look how close it is to being done. Oh, I added a shoe. I added a shoe to that doodle because it looks cool. But I'm so close to being finished. Expect a full flip through of that very soon. And finally is the Archer and Olive square notebook. This is my third square Archer and Olive notebook. I absolutely love it. I am not affiliated or anything like that. I'll link them in the description regardless. I love their notebooks. The paper is wonderful. I love the square size. And this has been taking me a while. I figured that I would fill this notebook way earlier, but I think because I have the other books going, this one's just taking longer, but I'm trying to be okay with that. I would like to finish it by the end of the year because I started it in January. But here's our envelope art, if you remember that video. And here on the left is from the Antiquarian sticker book, which I'll link in the description. Those are all stickers. God, I'm obsessed with those sticker books. And also on this left page, those are all stickers. My ephemera collection is reaching critical mass, so you might see some videos about sticker and paper and washi and all that kind of stuff soon, because I need to work through some of that stuff. But I've been liking this journal as much as I liked the other two. It's just really nice to have it feels like home. Like this is my home-based journal, if that makes sense. I just really love it. These are the 2 pages from the Historical Quilt Patterns Challenge. If you remember that video, that was tricky, but worth it in the end. I really love this page on the right as well. I feel like I should have taken a picture of that. And I think this one on the left we made together too. Those are all pieces from Dwell magazine. And I got a new stack of Dwell magazine recently, so you might see that again. And these 2 pages were from the Manifesting My Dream Home video. This is something I do a lot, and it's something I'm really focused on dreaming about, so making art about it is always fun. Definitely gonna see more of that in the future as well. And yeah, just having a lot of just abstract fun in this book, just kind of like letting the pieces that I find inspire the page, if that makes sense. Trying to use the older pieces, dig a little deeper in my collection because I'm getting a lot of new stuff all the time and I don't want to just use the new stuff. Do you know what I mean? Easier said than done. This page on the right, I colored a bunch of blobs of color and then I doodled on top of it. That worked really well. Definitely going to try that again too. And just a little blue sampling here. I went through a stack and just looked for everything blue. That was really fun. I have had that egg forever. I'm so happy I finally used it. Oh my gosh. And this is the last page. Simple 2-piece collage. And that's where we're at with the Archer and Olive. So we still have a ways to go, but it's really taken me longer than I thought I would to get through this book, but it's probably good. It's good to pace yourself, you know? So that's where we are. We've got the Archer and Olive book. We've got the almost complete Magic of I notebook and this tiny little new guy. And I hope you enjoyed the catch-ups. You will see me very soon. Bye.